Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ayanate and Njoku. I'm a certified family life parent, preteen and teen coach. I help parents become intentional in their parenting journey, sharing daily tips from my expertise, my experience, books I've authored, coaching sessions for you as a parent and your preteens and teens, helping them build the social skills they need to navigate into this world. I just decided to film outside. It's a beautiful day. Today is the last day of March, the 31st of March 2026. Don't fail to like, share and subscribe if you haven't. Let's get right into today's video. So today we're going to be talking about how parents can know when to give their preteens especially and teenagers more freedom. My daughter just turned 12 and I've been leaving her alone for a while now. We started out in short increments, but now I can confidently leave her alone for a couple of hours at a time. In the fall, or before the fall, we had started working for various activities around our neighborhood, and this summer, we're going to let her, I usually supervise, ride bike around with her, with her buddies and some of her friends around here. The preteen years are about moving towards independence. Preteen years are when our children start to beg for more freedom. While some ask for it earlier than others, one thing to remember is that it is very normal for children to start to want some time away from their parents. This can begin at various ages because they are all so different, that, which can make it difficult to know when they are ready to do something or go somewhere on their own. As parents, we obviously, take their safety into high consideration because at the end of the day, that's what matters most. Some kids seem to have more common sense or perhaps are just more confident in their decision making without parental supervision, while at the heart of it, giving more independence can be tricky because it's challenging to know when. And that's what we're talking about today. Why is it important to offer more opportunities for independence to preteens, or we call them tweens? And this age is between, say, from 9 to 12, because once they're 13, they're teenagers. The middle school years are a time of tremendous growth for our children. There are many physical and developmental changes happening, and their behavior can shift seemingly overnight. A lot of what we see on the outside is because of what was happening inside, in their adolescent brain and with their hormones, during puberty. These changes can tremendously impact your middle schooler or your preteen or your tween, who may just want to fit in, although they constantly feel like they're sticking out. It also is why your once easygoing child may suddenly become a little, sensitive. Let me use that word. It's critical to consciously provide your preteen, and as they go into teenage years, opportunity for more freedom and independence so they can figure out who they want to be in the world. This includes maybe trying new things, making some of their own decisions, taking on more responsibility, and respecting their privacy. Additionally, helping your preteen to become more independent is a great way to help the teenage years just coming by, to go smoother. So feeling independence can help your preteen boost their self-confidence, develop, resilience and make good decisions, and also regulate emotions. So how do we know when they are ready for more freedom? I'm sure this is one of the questions a lot of moms, a lot of parents always ask. How do I know that my preteen is ready for more freedom? So, and that's what we're going to share today. I'm going to share about 6 with you. So some preteens, beg for more freedom, but some, will go back and front, wanting to tiptoe into independence, but also wanting you to hold their hands along the way. There is no right or wrong way to give your child more freedom. Every child is different. Once you can know, only you can know or decide when to give your child more freedom. So just because we handle it one way with the first child definitely doesn't mean it will be the same with the second, and so on. So what are some ways you can know when your preteen is ready for more independence? Number one, like I said, I have 6 ways. Number one, do not rely on their age. Age is just a number. 2 12-year-olds could be completely different when it comes to being left home alone for a couple of hours. One may be more than ready and has proven that they are responsible, and the other could be terrified. In some cases, a 10-year-old could be more developmentally ready for some freedom before a 13-year-old. So if your preteen or tween friend is being left alone at home, but you don't feel that your kid is ready, you are probably right to wait. You are probably right to wait. The second thing to look at is, does your preteen have the skill for the new freedom? That's the second one. Do they have the skills for the new freedom? Let's take the above scenario, leaving them at home for a couple of hours. Does your preteen understand what to do and what not to do? For example, they won't try to whip up a 7-course meal while you're gone, or accidentally start a house fire, or do they know not to leave the house or play outside? Furthermore, do they know where to go, or who they can trust in an unlikely case of an emergency? Do they know how to contact you or someone else for help? It is vital to assess your child's maturity and skill before giving them more freedom in a new era of development. The third thing to do is, does your child have the awareness and confidence? Do they have the awareness and confidence? Awareness and confidence are essential when it comes to giving your preteen and your teen more autonomy. If you are letting your child walk home from school, for example, but they are unsure of the directions or simply still act aloof, perhaps is too early. But if your child is cognizant of their surroundings, and also confident in the routes that they take, then it could be a time. Number 4 is assess the risk. It is very important that we assess the risk before giving our preteens and teens independence. For example, leaving your child at home versus letting them ride their bike to the local store have different levels of risk. It's vital to assess what could go wrong in each scenario while also discussing these possible events with your child. If they want more autonomy, it's critical they understand what could occur during this newfound freedom. The 5th one is listen to your child. Some kids are hungry for more independence and vocalize it. They may also, they may be asked to be left at home alone, while you go to the grocery store, walk to and fro from school, and more. If they are confident, it's likely they are ready, and this can help you know when to give your preteens more freedom. My daughters always request to use the bus. Sometimes I frown at it, but most times I just call myself to order and I let them. Other tweens or preteens may feel hesitant, and that's okay too. Just like anything else in life, we're all ready for different things at different times. So listen to the message your preteen is sending you. Also remember, there are many ways to make your preteen feel more confident and become more independent. Providing them with a list of chores, like laundry, taking care of the pets, working on life skills like cooking, teaching them financial management, or even letting them choose how to spend some one-on-one time with mom or dad is a great start. And then the last one is listen to your guts. The moment we become parents, an intuition is born within us. Sometimes we let society or the choices of others cloud our own judgment or make us ignore what we know is best for our own children. If you believe your child is ready for more freedom, you are probably right. If you think your child is just not quite there yet, you are probably right. So trust yourself. You are the parents and you know best. So tell me in the comments, are you letting your preteens, gain some, independence, and in what areas? And I'll see you in my next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.